What's going on, everybody? My name is Ben and welcome back to the channel, guys, for a real quick short video. I wanted to go ahead and take this opportunity to do a thank you video for a subscriber of mine, and I also wanted to go ahead and do a quick stash update, and I wanted to show you guys a couple of things that I've got coming up for the channel. So first off, let me go ahead and take you back just a couple of days ago. I was opening my door to go ahead and grab the mail, and what did I see sitting on my front porch? A package. First thing I thought of is, what did I do? Did I order something off of eBay? Sometimes that happens, you know how that is. Surprisingly, no. In this case though, it was actually something that a subscriber sent to me, Mr. Charlie over there at Big Charlie's Model Garage, and he sent me this. Now this is the Encyclopedia of Aircraft of World War II, and I gotta tell you, this is a pretty slick book. Any bomber I could think of, any fighter I could think of, any attack aircraft, it's got an entry in this book. So this is very, very cool. So I really wanted to go ahead and say, Charlie, my man, thank you so much for sending this book to me. I had no idea that this would show up on my doorstep. And anyone who follows the channel knows that I get a real kick out of a nice book with lots of information, lots of pictures. So I'm pretty excited about that. And of course, as you do, I had to immediately jump in and start just flipping through the book. And as I was going through page and page and trying to figure out what aircraft wasn't in here, I ended up stumbling across the Dewotin D520. As you can see, it's got some really nice color photos, brief information, some aircraft images I've never seen before. So again, I just wanted to go ahead and say, Charlie, thank you so much. It honestly humbles me anytime anyone sends anything to me. You know, I never really expect that. And when it shows up, I'm always just completely floored. So I wanted to go ahead and just give a big shout out and a huge thank you from us over here at Ben Builds to you, Charlie. Thank you so much. Go ahead and check him out. I got a link in the description for his channel. Thank you again, buddy. I really appreciate it. Now, moving right along, that is not actually the only thing that was out there on my front porch. In the mail was one package in particular that I'm actually going to be doing a little bit more of a review on, and that is this right here. This is an aftermarket decal set by Aeromaster for my Dewotin D520. And this is going to be a fallback from the kit decals, which I have heard are notoriously bad, at least on my version. I think Joe's version actually is a little bit better, has newer decals, but the version that I have, everyone I've talked to, they all say, get aftermarket decals. Found this on eBay. It's got 3 different schemes that you can use, and they tend to be very interesting looking, having yellow noses and yellow tails. So that should be kind of striking, kind of fun. I'll give you guys a little closer look there on the next episode for the D520, but I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys another thing I picked up. Now, I also wanted to go ahead and give a real quick shout out to a subscriber of mine, Steven197106, and he actually gave me a suggestion on a model kit. And I, for one, actually was very excited to go ahead and check this one out. I went ahead and I pulled the trigger. And this is the Douglas C133A Cargomaster. This is actually a very large kit. It's 1/144th, made by a company called Rodin. And I've actually never built a Rodin kit before. Steven was talking about this kit and I just had to look it up, and it actually looked very different, very unique. And I've never actually built a transport aircraft before. So I thought, you know what? Why not? Now, if you open up the box, it is actually a pretty big model. For 1/144th, it is not a small little kit. So this is going to be one of those that I can see a lot of potential, maybe some scratch building, maybe a runway scene. I mean, you never know. Sky's the limit. But of course, it is a larger model kit. So when I do decide to go ahead and dive into this one, I'm going to have to figure out a place to put it because the wingspan alone is far bigger than my display case. I might have to maybe hang it from the wall, hang it from the ceiling, do something. But I still think it's going to be fun. The finishing as well is all natural metal, and that's very interesting because I haven't really done a lot of natural metal in this size before. So it might be kind of fun. So I wanted to go ahead and just give a big shout out to Steven. Thank you so much for dropping the suggestion. I always like to hear suggestions, guys. If you have a kit that you're interested in me building, just let me know and I'll see what I can do. So thank you again, Steven. I really appreciate it. Now, my last kit here for our stash update is one that I got to tell you, I have been looking for one of these for a while, and they are not easy to find. Most of the time, they are super, super expensive, but I was actually lucky enough to find this one that was reasonably priced, and here it is, the 1/72nd scale Star Fury Mark I from Babylon 5. Now, if you're not familiar with Babylon 5, it is a sci-fi show that ran in the late 90s, and I watched it religiously. I absolutely loved it, and this fighter was actually my favorite fighter of the entire series. I like this vehicle far more than I like an X-Wing or an A-Wing, any of those from Star Wars. That could be total blasphemy, and I do apologize for that. But for me, I've always loved Star Fury Mark I from Babylon 5. You don't see a lot of things put out for Babylon 5. Majority of kits I find go for well over $100, and I actually picked this one up at half that. So I'm very, very pleased. The box isn't that well protected. It's kind of beat up. kind of got some rips and tears in it, but everything looks good, including the original decals, and all the parts seem to be there. I haven't noticed anything missing. Of course, I'm not sure if I'm going to use the main decals for these. I actually might do something a little bit different. And if you're familiar with the show, I'm actually going to probably paint this up as Jeffrey Sinclair's Battle of the Line fighter. I think that would be kind of a neat touch. Now on the back here, you have all 4 versions of Star Furies that you can build here with the included kit decals. And I actually built Sea Witch back in the day when I built this kit first in 1998, but it's got the cool Black Omega one. It's got the Presidential Escort version. That actually, I really love that blue color. It's got Lieutenant Commander Ivanova's ship down there as well. So this was one of those things as a Babylon 5 fan, I just absolutely fell in love with the Star Fury. And when they released a model of it, I couldn't help myself but buy one. Of course, the box has seen better days, but that's okay. Everything inside is still intact, and I honestly cannot wait to build up enough nerve to go ahead and tackle this Star Fury. Now again, being a 1998 kit, it's raised panel lines, not a lot of detail, some gaps, some issues with fit, and from what I can remember when I first built this kit, there are a couple of parts that need a little alteration. So we have some room to work with for sure. I'm not going to jump in on it right away because I got to work up the nerve to actually try and build it, because these things go for insane amounts of money online. I don't want to build it and screw it up. I want to make sure that when I do build this, I build it to the fullest extent of my abilities, because I got to say, I love the Star Fury. But I think that's going to go ahead and call it for today, guys. I just wanted to give you a real quick look at a couple of kits that I picked up. I wanted to give a shout out to one of my subscribers, Steven. Thank you so much for the suggestion on the Cargomaster. And of course, a huge thank you and big shout out to my buddy Charlie over at Big Charlie's Model Garage. Thank you again, Charlie. I really appreciate you sending me that book. That is awesome. That's going to be a great book to have in my library. I can flip to it. It's a quick reference guide. It'll give me my basic information about the aircraft, history on it, show some pictures, show some cool color profiles, and I am a happy camper. But until our next episode, go out there, get yourself some bench time, have some fun, build something cool. Make sure to drop on by Charlie's channel. If you haven't subscribed, give it a consideration, and we'll see you back here on the next episode of Ben Builds. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you soon.